Hello students, this is Sujata Kamre coming with class 10 ncert SSC Math with Sujata ji. Now in this video, we are going to solve the pair of linear equations by the elimination method and the substitution method. These examples are in the exercise 3.3 of the chapter 3, pair of linear equations in two variable. So let us solve the examples in the exercise 3.3. Let us see the first question, students. Solve the following pair of linear equations by the elimination method and the substitution method. So now here students, first remind this instruction, that is understand this instruction that we have to solve this equation with the help of the elimination method and as well as the substitution method, student. So the first example is x plus y is equal to 5 and 2x minus 3y is equal to 4. So let us solve it by the elimination method. First I use the elimination method. So I write here by elimination method. Okay, by elimination method. So here there are the two equations. So I call it as x plus y is equal to 5 as the first equation and 2x minus 3y is equal to 4 as a second equation. Now here students observe these two equations carefully. Now here by elimination method, that means here students we should have to equating the only one variable. Okay, we equating only one, either x variable or either y variable. So now here we decide that we equate the variable x in the equation 1 because in the second equation there is a coefficient 2 and here is to carry out the elimination method, that here we should have the coefficient 2 in the equation 1 for x. So that means here I multiply here, that multiplying equation 1 by 2. Then here 2 multiply, I write down that the equation 1 x plus y is equal to 5 as it is, and then multiply both the sides by 2. So here 2 multiply x plus 2 multiply y is equal to 2 multiply 5. Then I got 2x plus 2y is equal to 10. Now this is a new equation, students. So we call it as the third one. We call it as the third one equation. Now here students, see, we have to observe now the second and third equation. So here 2x and here also 2x. The coefficient will be equating. So after equating, now here we eliminate the 2x. We eliminate the x variable here. So here I write down that subtracting equation 2 and 3. That means the second equation 2x minus 3y is equal to 4 and the third one, that is 2x plus 2y is equal to 10. Now here subtracting, that means I write down here 2 and here also, that is minus, change the sign, students. Here minus sign, here positive 2, negative, here also negative sign. So 2x minus 2x, that means 0. 3 minus 2, that means here students minus 5y is equal to 4 minus 10, and that means students here minus 6. Okay, so here students we have minus 5y is equal to minus 6. Okay, so I write down here minus 5y is equal to minus 6. Okay students, and then here 2x minus 3y is equal to 2x minus 3y is equal to 4. Second equation 2x plus 2y is equal to 10. Okay, now here 2x minus 5 and here minus 6. Then here 5y is equal to 6, then y is equal to 6 upon 5. Y is equal to 6 upon 5. Okay, now here we got this variable value of the variable y as 6 upon 5. Then here we say that put, or we write down that substitute the value of y in equation 1. Then first one equation is x plus y is equal to 5. So here students x plus 6 upon 5 is equal to 5. That means here students x is equal to 5 minus 6 upon 5. So x is equal to 25 minus 6 upon 5. So here x is equal to 19 upon 5. So this way we can say that the solution of a pair of linear equation is xy, which is equal to 19 upon 5 and here 6 upon 5. Okay students? Okay. So now here elimination method is completed. Now next part, that means the substitution method. By using substitution method, we solve this same equation. Okay. So now here first I write down that first equation x plus y is equal to 5. Call it as the first equation. Okay. But I here before that I write down that by substitution method. By substitution method. So now here x plus y is equal to 5. Call it as the first one equation. And the second one, that is 2x minus 3y. 2x minus 3y is equal to 4. Call it as the second one equation. Now here students, this is a substitution method. That means here students, from equation 1. So from equation 1, that means I write down the first equation, x plus y is equal to 5. And from equation 1, I write down that y is equal to 5 minus 6. Okay, I get the value of y. And call it as this value as a third one equation. Now here students, then I substitute. Now here student, substitute the value of y in equation 2. So the second equation is 2x minus 3y is equal to 4. Now here 2x minus 3 multiplied 5 minus x is equal to 4. So now here further simplify. So 2x minus 3 5s are 15 and here plus 3x is equal to 4. So here students, 2x plus 3x, that means 5x minus 15 is equal to 4. So 5x is equal to 4 plus 15, and that's why here 5x is equal to 19 So here x is equal to 19 upon 5. Okay students, the value of x is equal to 19 upon 5. And then here students, put this value, or we say that substitute this value of x in equation 3. So what is equation 3? That is y is equal to 5 minus x. So y is equal to 5 minus 19 upon 5. So here y is equal to 25 minus 19 upon 5. So further simplify it. Further simplification, y is equal to 6 upon 5. 6 upon 5. Okay. So now here student, last step, that we say that the solution of a pair of linear equation is xy, which is equal to 19 upon 5, 6 upon 5. Okay, now students, here you can observe that by elimination method and by the substitution method, the solution of a pair of linear equations are equal, students. Okay, answers are equal. Then next one equation, students. Solve the next one example. See the next one example, students. 3x plus 4y is equal to 10 and 2x minus 2y is equal to 2. So now here students, first I write down 3x plus 4y is equal to 10 as a first equation. Then 2x minus 2y is equal to 2 as a second equation. So now here students, observe these coefficients of the variables x and y. These coefficients are not equal. So we are going to equating the coefficient of any one variable. So I equate the coefficient of y here. I decided to equating the coefficient of y from the equation 2. Because here in the equation 1, the coefficient of y is 4, and here in the equation 2, the coefficient of y is 2. So I here equating the coefficient of y as a 4 by multiplying both the sides by 2. So I write down here instruction, multiplying both the sides by 2. Multiplying both the sides by 2. So here 2 multiply 2x minus 2 multiply 2y is equal to 2 multiply 2. So here further we write 4x minus 4y is equal to 4. So now here students, this one is the new equation. So we call it as the third one equation. Then now here elimination method. We eliminate. Here I write down by elimination method. Okay? By elimination method. So here for elimination method, I write down that adding equations 1 and 3. Equations 1 and 3. So the first equation is 3x plus 4y is equal to 10. And the second one equation is that students, the third one equation is 4x minus 4y is equal to 4. So that means here students 3x plus 4x, that is 7x. That is 7x. And then here students plus 4y minus 4y, which is equal to 0. Now here 10 plus 4, that is 14. Now 7x plus 0, that is 7x, which is equal to 14. So x is equal to 14 upon 7. So here that means students x is equal to 2. 7 1 is 7 and 7 1 is 7 and 7 2 is 14. So x is equal to 2. Now here students substitute. The next process is that substitution. Substitute this value of x in equation 2. So what is the second equation students? 2x minus 2y is equal to 2. So here 2 multiply 2 minus 2y is equal to 2. So 2 2s are 4 minus 2y is equal to 2. So minus 2y is equal to 2 minus 4. That means here students minus 2y is equal to minus 2. Now both the side there is a minus sign, so cancel out it. So 2y is equal to 2. So now here y is equal to 2 upon 2. And that means here students y is equal to 1. Therefore y is equal to 1. So finally we write down here the solution of a pair of linear equation is xy is equal to 2 1 is equal to 2 1. So this is the final answer. Okay student, this is the final answer. X is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. So here students elimination method is completed. Now next one method, that is by doing the substitution method, we solve it. And recommend or we have to justify either the value of x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1 comes or not. Okay, so let us see the next one method, that the substitution method. So here I students write here substitution method. Okay, so I write here by substitution method. Okay, so now here by using substitution method, first I write down the first equation 3x plus 4y is equal to 10 as a first equation. And then here students 2x minus 2y is equal to 2. 2x minus 2y is equal to 2 as the second one equation. Now here carefully observe students the coefficient of x and y. Coefficient of x and y all having the coefficient. Okay, so now here I choose the second equation to get the value of y. So here minus 2y, no, that is getting the value of x. So 2x is equal to 2 plus 2y. Okay, and that means here x is equal to 2 plus 2y upon 2. So I get the value of x here from the equation 2 students. So call it as the new equation, as a third one equation. Then I write down that substitute this value of x in equation 1, because we have the value of x from the equation 2. So we substitute this value of x in equation 1. So the equation 1 is that, first I write down the equation 1, and that equation 1 is 3x plus 4y is equal to 10. So now here 3 multiply 2 plus 2y upon 2 plus 4y is equal to 10. Now further simplify, we students, carefully simplify. That means here 3 multiply 2 plus 2y divided by 2 plus 4y is equal to 10. Then further write down 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 3 2s are 6y. So 6 plus 6y upon 2 plus 4y is equal to 10. So now cross multiply here. So 6 plus 6y plus 8y. 2 4s are 8. 8y divided by 2 is equal to 10. Then here 6 plus, so here 6y plus 8y. That means 14y divided by 2, which is equal to 10. Then further 6 plus 14y is equal to 2 multiply 10. So 6 plus 14y is equal to 20. So here 14y is equal to 20 minus 6. So 14y is equal to 14. So y is equal to 14 upon 14. And finally we have the value of y, and that is y is equal to 1. Okay students, we get the value of y as a 1. Now next step. The next step is that students, substitute this value of y. Substitute the value of y in equation 3. So what is the third equation? X is equal to 2 plus 2y upon 2. So here x is equal to 2 plus 2 multiply 1 upon 2. So here x is equal to 2 plus 2 upon 2. That means x is equal to 4 upon 2. So x is equal to 2. Now here students, we solve the equation here as getting the value of x and y. X is equal to 2, y is equal to 1. So finally we write down the answer students. Therefore, the solution of a pair of linear equation is xy is equal to 2, 1. Okay students? So by the elimination method and by the substitution method, both the solutions are equal. So we are in a good way, right way. Okay. So now here the next one example student. See the next one example. 3x minus 5y minus 4 is equal to 0 and 9x is equal to 2y plus 7. So now here students, first I write down this equation 3x minus 5y minus 4 is equal to 0 as it is. But now here I modify this equation into by writing down this equation as 3x minus 4y is equal to 4 and call it as the first one equation. Then here students 9x, I write down the second equation 9x is equal to 2y plus 7 as it is. Okay, as it is. And then modify it. So it becomes 9x minus 2y is equal to 7. Okay, and call it as the second one equation. Now here students, we have the two equations and we have to solve this equation, these two equations with the help of elimination method. So first observe the coefficient of the variable x and y. Now here in the first equation, the coefficient of x is 3 and in the second equation, the coefficient of x is 9. So here multiplying both the sides by 3, then here we can get the 3x as 9x. Okay, so we can equate the coefficient. So first process is that equating the equation. So here I write down that first equation 3x minus 5y is equal to 4 and write down that multiplying both the sides by 3. Therefore 3 multiply 3x minus 3 multiply 5y is equal to 3 multiply 4. So now here 3 3s are 9x minus 3 5s are 15y is equal to 3 4s are 12. So now here students, this one is a new equation, so I call it as the third one equation. Now second equation and the third equation, the coefficient of x are equal, and that means here we use the elimination method here. Okay, we use the elimination method. So here I write down that first subtracting equations 2 and 3. So I write down the second equation 9x minus 2y is equal to 7 minus 9x minus 15y is equal to 12. So now here minus, plus and minus because changing the sign while doing the subtracting. Okay students, but before that I write down that this one is the elimination method. So I write down here elimination method. Okay, I mentioned here that is the elimination method. Okay students. Then next one process students, that subtract these two equations. So 9x minus 9x 0 minus 2 plus 15, that means positive 13y, which is equal to minus 12, 7 minus 12, and that means minus 5. So here students 0 plus 13y, that means 13y is equal to minus 5. 13y is equal to minus 5. Then here y is equal to minus 5 upon 13. Therefore y is equal to minus 5 upon 13. Then now here put this value of or we say substitute this value of y in equation 1. So the first one equation is 3x minus 5y is equal to 4. So I write down next one 3x minus 5 multiply 5 minus 5 upon 13 is equal to 4. So here students 3x minus and then 5 multiply minus 5 upon 13, which is equal to 4. So that means 3x minus 25 upon 13 is equal to 4. So that means here students 3x plus 25 upon 13 is equal to 4. So further 13 multiply 3x. So at the denominator there is a 13. So we can say we multiply both the sides by 13. So 13 multiply 3x plus 13 multiply 25 upon 13, which is equal to 13 multiply 4. Okay students. So now here 39x plus 13 get cancelled, so plus 25 is equal to. So now 13 fours are 52. So here 39x is equal to 52 minus 25. So now here 39x is equal to. So that means here 27. So now here students, x is equal to 27 upon 39. So further we simplify, that is 3 nines are 27, 3 ones are, and 3 threes are 9. So x is equal to, therefore x is equal to 9 upon 13. So here we say that the solution of a pair of linear equation is xy is equal to 9 upon 13 and 20 minus 5 upon 13. Okay student? So this is the final answer. 9 upon 13 and minus 5 upon 13. Now here students, further we use the substitution method and solve this same equation. So next method, substitution method. Okay. So now here I write down that first equation 3x minus 5y minus 4 is equal to 0. Now that means here students, I write down this equation as a 3x is equal to 5y plus 4. That means x is equal to 5y plus 4 upon 3. And call it as the first one equation. I call it as the first one equation. Then here students, the next one, that is 9x. The second one equation is 9x is equal to 2y plus 7. Then that means here standard form is 9x minus 2y is equal to 7. And I call it as the second one equation. Now here students, here I say that put the value of x in equation 2. And therefore the second equation will be 9 into 5y plus 4 upon 3 minus 2y is equal to 7. Okay. And then here 9, then here 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9. So here 3 multiply 5y plus 4 minus 2y is equal to 7. Then here students, then 3 5s are 15, therefore 15y plus 12 minus 2y is equal to 7. Okay students, is equal to 7. So that means 15y minus 12, 2y, that is the 13y plus 12 is equal to 7. So 13y is equal to 7 minus 12. So 13y is equal to minus 5. So y is equal to minus 5 upon 13. Okay. Therefore y is equal to minus 5 upon 13. Then here put this value. Next one, that is put this value, or we say substitute this value. Okay. We say substitute this value of y in equation 1. Therefore x is equal to 5y plus 4 upon here 3. So x is equal to 5 multiplied minus 5 upon 13 plus 4 upon 3. So that means here students, that minus 25 upon 13 plus 4 divided by 3. Okay. X. Then next step, that is, the next step is that x is equal to minus 25 plus 13 fours are 52 upon 13 divided by 3. X is equal to that minus 25 plus 52, and that means here students, that 52, 25. So here 7 and here 27. So 27 upon 13 upon 3. And that means here x is equal to 27 upon 13 multiply 1 upon 3. So here x is equal to 3 ones are 3, 3 nines are 27. So 9 upon 13. Therefore x is equal to 9 upon 13. So here we say that, here finally we say that the solution of a pair of linear equations is xy is equal to 9 upon 13 and minus 5 upon 13. Now here, if you observe carefully, then by the elimination method and by the substitution method, the solution will be same. So that's why by different way you can verify whether our values are or solutions are right or not. Okay students, then student, next one example, see the next one example here. Okay. So the next one example is x upon 2 plus 2y upon 3 is equal to minus 1 and x minus y upon 3 is equal to 3. Okay. So now here students, I'll first write down the given equation as it is. So first equation x upon 2 plus 2y upon 3 is equal to minus 1. Okay. So now here I simplify each students. First I simplify here is the 2 and 3 as the denominator place. So the LCM of each two numbers are 6. So I multiply both the sides by 6. So here 6 multiply x upon 2 plus 6 multiply 2y upon 3 is equal to 6 multiply minus 1. So that means here students, so that means here 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6, here 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. So we have 3x plus 2 twos are 4, 4y is equal to minus 6. So we can call it as the first one equation. Now here student, the second one equation, we simplify the second equation students. So here x minus y upon 3 is equal to 3. So now here at the denominator place there is a 3. So I multiply both the sides by 3. So 3 multiply x minus 3 multiply y by 3 is equal to 3 multiply 3. So that means here 3x minus here students, here 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3 cancel out. Then here students that minus y is equal to 9. Okay. So now here student, this is our second equation. This is our second equation. This one is the first one. This one is the second one equation. Now here student, first one we do the elimination method. Okay. So first I write down here the elimination method. First here I write down that elimination method here. Okay. Elimination method. Okay. So now here in the elimination method we have to eliminate the one variable. So here see that 3x in the first equation there is a 3x, in the second equation there is a 3x. So there already that variables are equating, already that equating, and so that's why our further step is that subtracting equations 1 and 2, equations 1 and 2, and that's why the x variable can be eliminated. So 3x plus 4y is equal to minus 6, and then here students, here 3x minus 4, 3x minus 4y, 3x minus y is equal to 9. So changing the sign here, positive, here minus 3x, 0, plus 4y plus 1y, that means here plus 5y is equal to minus 6 minus 9, that means minus 15. So 5y is equal to minus 15. So here y is equal to minus 15 upon 5, and that means here students, y is equal to minus 3. Therefore, y is equal to minus 3. Now here, put this value, see here, that, put this value in equation, I write it in equation 2. So here I write down the second equation, 3x minus 2y is equal to 9. So 3x minus of minus 3 is equal to 9. So 3x plus 3 is equal to 9. So that means here students, 3x is equal to 9 minus 3. 3x is equal to 9 minus 3. So that means 3x is equal to 6. So x is equal to 6 upon 3. So x is equal to students 2. X is equal to 2. Now we have the two values for the two variable. So now here we write out the final answer, and that final answer is students. Therefore, the solution of a pair of linear equation is xy is equal to 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3. So this is our final answer. Okay students. Now your elimination method is over. Now here further, that is like the substitution method. We have verified either that equation, that solution comes or not. Okay, let us take out. So let us do the second one, substitution method. So here I write down the first substitution method here. Okay, here I write down substitution method. Okay, so these equations like the substitution method. So here first I write down the equation x upon 2 plus 2y upon 3 is equal to minus 1. Now that same step, that LCM is 6, and so that's why multiplying both the sides by 6. So 6 multiply x upon 2 plus 6 multiply 2y upon 3 is equal to 6 multiply minus 1. So that means here students, 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6, here 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. So that's why here students, here 3x plus 4y is equal to minus 6. So call it as the first one equation. So this is our first one equation. Now here students, the second one equation, that second one equation is x minus y upon 3 is equal to 3. So now here, that multiplying both the sides. Now here we have to get that the substitution method. We have used the substitution method. So already here student, that x do not having the coefficient. So I write down this equation as x is equal to 3 plus y upon 3. Okay, and that means x is equal to, I also write that 9 plus y upon 3, such a way. Okay. So this will be the value of x and call it as the second one equation. Okay students. Then here students, I write down that put this value in equation 1, or say substitute this value in equation 1. So first equation is 3x plus 4y is equal to minus 6. So 3 multiply 9 plus y upon 3 plus 4y is equal to minus 6. So here students, 3 get cancelled out here. So 9 plus y plus 4y is equal to minus 6. So here 9 plus 5y is equal to minus 6. So 5y is equal to minus 6 minus 9. So 5y is equal to minus 15. So y is equal to minus 15 upon 5. So therefore y is equal to minus 3. Okay students, now here we have the value of y as minus 3. Now here students, next one part, that is substitute this value of x in equation 2. Substitute this value in equation 2. So the equation 2 is x is equal to 9 plus y upon 3. So x is equal to 9 plus minus 3 upon 3. X is equal to 9 minus 3 upon 3. Therefore x is equal to 6 upon 3. Therefore x is equal to 3 to the 6. So x is equal to 2. Okay. So finally we can write students here. Therefore the solution of a pair of linear equations is xy is equal to 2 minus 3. Okay students, now here by the substitution method and by the elimination method the solutions are equal, and so that's why here we can solve such a type of the examples with any type of the students. Second question is that form the pair of linear equations in the following problems and find their solutions if they exist by the elimination method. So now here students, we have to first find out the equation from the given example. So let us see the first example students. First example is that if we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, a fraction reduces to 1. It becomes 1 upon 2 if we only add 1 to the denominator. What is the fraction? Now here students, we have here in this example there are the two conditions. So by the given two conditions we have to get the two equations, and after getting the equation we have to solve these two equations with the help of the elimination method. So first here that I say that by the first condition. No students, first here that is what is a fraction? They say that the fraction. So how can we get the fraction? That numerator and denominator. Okay, so here let consideration part is let x be the numerator and y be the denominator. So now here students, the fraction will be x upon y. Okay, and then here we apply the condition. So by the first condition. So now here students, the first condition says that if we add 1 to the numerator, if we add numerator 1, okay, we add 1 to the numerator. So I add the 1 in this numerator, so it becomes x plus 1, and subtract 1 from the denominator, and then subtract 1 from the denominator. So I subtract here this denominator by 1. Then a fraction reduces to 1. The fraction reduces to 1, that is minus 1 is equal to 0. And that means here students that we get x plus 1 is equal to, x plus 1 upon y minus 1 is equal to 1. And that means here x plus 1 is equal to y minus 1. That means here students x minus y is equal to minus 1, and that means x minus y is equal to minus 2. So now here from this first condition we have the first equation, and that equation is students x minus y is equal to minus 2. Now by the second condition students, what is the second condition here students? So here I write down that by the second condition. So second condition says that it becomes 1 upon 2 if we only add 1 to the denominator. What is the fraction? Okay, we have to only add the 1. Okay, so now numerator as it is, and then denominator becomes y plus 1, and the fraction becomes 1 upon 2. So only adding the 1 in the denominator. Do not add or subtract to the numerator, students. So we have x upon y plus 1 is equal to 1 upon 2. Then here by cross multiplication 2x is equal to y plus 1, and that means here, students, 2x minus 5 is equal to 1. So that is here the second equation, students. Okay, now here we have the two equations, students. Now we can solve it by the elimination method. And for elimination method here, students, in the equation 1 and in the equation 2, see here the y here is minus 5, here is minus 5, and that means here, students, I subtract these two equations. Okay, students, so here I say that elimination method, I apply the elimination to solve this equation. So here subtracting, I say that subtracting equations 1 and 2, subtracting equations 1 and 2. So now here first equation is x minus y is equal to 2 minus 2, and the second one, that is 2x minus y is equal to 1. So subtraction, that will change the sign here. So here positive 2x, that means it become minus. Minus 5, that means it become plus. And here positive 1, that means it become negative 1. So here x minus 2x, that means minus x, minus y plus y, that means here 0. And here minus 2 minus 1, that means here minus 3, student. So minus x is equal to minus 3. And that means here x is equal to 3. Now we have the value of x, that is equal to 3. Now here put this value in equation 1 or 2. Put the value of x. Put the value of x in equation 1. In equation 1. So equation 1 is x minus 5 is equal to minus 2. So now here 3 minus 5 is equal to minus 2. So students, here minus 5 is equal to minus 2 minus 3. So therefore minus 5 is equal to minus 5. So y is equal to 5. Therefore y is equal to 5. Now here, students, we have the two values x and y. That means that we have the two values of numerator and the denominator. Okay. So now here we can say that the fraction is equal to 3 upon 5. Okay, students. So this is our final answer. Okay. So such a way you can, using the elimination method, you can solve such a type of the word problem. Now see the next one example, students. See the next one example. The next one example is that 5 years ago, Nuri was thrice as old as Sonu. 10 years later, Nuri will be twice as old as Sonu. How old are Nuri and Sonu? Okay. So now here, students, there are the two characters. That is a Nuri and the Sonu. So and with respect to their ages, so that's why there is a consideration part. And that consideration part, first we write down that x be the here we say that let that consideration part, students, let x be the age of Nuri, y be the age of Sonu. Okay? And there is a condition, and that there is a first condition in this example, and that says that 5 years ago Nuri was thrice as old as Sonu. That means here, students, I write down that 5 years ago age of Nuri is equal to that 5 years ago, students. 5 years ago, that means, students, we have to write down that the age of Nuri will be x minus 5. And here, students, age of Sonu becomes y minus 5. Okay, and then apply the condition. So now here I say that by the first condition. So by the first condition here, students, 5 years ago Nuri, the age of Nuri is, students, x minus 5 was thrice as old Sonu. Thrice means 3. So age of Sonu, that is y minus 5. Then here first we simplify this equation, that is x minus 5 is equal to 3y minus 15. That means here x minus 3y is equal to minus 15 plus 5. So here, students, x minus 3y is equal to minus 10. So this will be our first equation. Then the second one, student, by the second condition. So here by the second condition. So which is the second condition here, students, in this example? That say that 10 years later. Okay, so 10 years later, first before I writing this, I say that 10 years later. Okay, 10 years later. That means age of Nuri. The age of Nuri becomes x plus 5. 10 years later, after 10 years. So that means x plus 10. And age of Sonu becomes y plus 10. Then I here apply the second condition. So here by the second condition, I say that by the second condition. So the second condition says that 10 years later Nuri will be. So the age of Nuri, x plus 10, will be, that is equal to as old as Sonu, as old as Sonu, and that means here students, that twice as old as Sonu, twice that means 2, and the age of Sonu, that is the y plus 10. So here 10. So now simplify this equation. So x plus 10 is equal to 2y plus 2 10s are 20. So here x minus 2y is equal to 20 minus 10. So here x minus 2y is equal to 10. Okay, so now here we call it as the second one equation. Now here students, we solve this equation with any method, that is a substitution method or elimination method. Okay, but here we have to solve this equation with the help of elimination method only, because there is an instruction that you have to solve only the elimination, apply the elimination method. So now here students, here that x, here is x, here is x. Okay, in the first equation x and in the second equation is x. So here we say that subtracting equation 1 and 2. So here I write down subtracting equations 1 and 2. So here first one equation x minus 3y is equal to minus 10 minus, here second equation x minus 2y is equal to 10. So that means here students change the sign, here plus, here minus. So x minus x 0, here minus 3 plus 2y. So minus y, and here minus 10 that is minus 20. So here y is equal to 20 students. Okay, now here students put this value in equation 1. So the equation 1 is students, see here equation 1 students, x minus 3y is equal to minus 10. So x minus 3 multiply here 20 is equal to minus 10. So students, x minus 60 is equal to minus 10. So here x is equal to minus 10 plus 60, and that means x is equal to 50. So now here students, we have the value of both the variable, and that means students, finally I write down that the age of Nuri is equal to, it is consideration of x. So the age of Nuri is 50 years, and the age of Sonu, that is why, that means 20 years. Okay, so this will be our final answer. Okay students, this will be our final answer, and we solve this equation with the help of elimination method. So let us see the next one example students. So the next one example, see here students, next one example, the sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. Also 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. Find the number. Okay students, so now here the 2-digit number, formation of the 2-digit number. So here first I say that here let x be the units place digit and y be the tens place digit. So now here the 2-digit number becomes students, here plus here unit place digit. Okay, unit place digit, and here 10 multiply tens place digit. Okay, so now here students, here 10 multiply 10 place, that means here y, so 10y plus unit place digit, that means x. So now here 2-digit number will be 10y plus x. Okay, so now here say that the first condition, apply the first condition. So I say that by the first condition say that the sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. Sum of the digit. So that means here students, x plus y is equal to 9. So call it as the first one equation. Now here students, then the second one condition, that for applying the second condition, by the second condition, 9 times this number, means this 2-digit number 10y plus x is twice number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. So reverse of these numbers. So here at the place of y we write here x, and at the place of x we can write here y. So this will be our second equation. Okay, but here we can simplify. So it becomes 90y plus 9x is equal to students 20x plus 2y. Okay, now further it simplified, that is 90y. Here I write first 9x minus 20x plus 90y minus 2y is equal to 0. So here 9 minus 20, and that means here students minus 11x, and here plus 90 minus 2, that means here 88y is equal to 0. Now here further we simplify this equation by dividing both the sides by 11. So 11 upon x by 11 plus 88y upon 11 is equal to 0 upon 11, and that means here minus x plus 8y is equal to 0. So now finally you can call this equation as a second one equation. Okay, so 0. Now here by the elimination method we solve this equation. That means here is the minus x and here is the minus x. So here we add these two equations. So here I write that adding equation 1 and 2. Adding equations 1 and 2. So here x plus y is equal to 9 plus second one equation minus x plus 8y is equal to 0. That means x minus x 0. 1y plus 8y, that means 9y, which is equal to 9 plus 0, 9. And that means here students, 9y is equal to 9. So y is equal to 9 upon 9. So here students, y is equal to, therefore y is equal to 1. Now here students, y is equal to 1. Now put this value of y. Put the value of y in equation 1. In equation 1. So equation 1 is x plus y is equal to 9. So here x plus 1 is equal to 9. So x is equal to 9 minus 1. So x is equal to 8. Therefore x is equal to 1. Okay students. Now here the numbers. That means here we say that unit place digit. Therefore units place. You say units place or ones place. Digit is equal to 8 and tens place digit is equal to 1. Okay student. So such a way, by applying this condition we can solve such a type of the example. But here the number will be, students, finally the number is equal to, the original number will be 10y plus x. That is a 2-digit number. I say that 2-digit number is equal to 10y plus x. That means 10 multiply 8 plus 1. Sorry, 10 multiply here 1. 10 multiply 1 plus 8. So here 10 plus 8, and that means here 18. So finally we have the 2-digit number, and that 2-digit number is equal to 18 students. Okay. Next example students. Meena went to a bank to withdraw rupees 2000. She asked the cashier to give her rupees 50 and rupees 100 notes only. Meena got 25 notes in all, and find how many notes of rupees 50 and rupees 100 she receives. So now here we have to find out the notes of rupees 50 and rupees 100. So that means here the consideration part is that students, let x be the number of number of rupees 50 notes, and y be the number of rupees 100 notes. So now here students, by the given condition. So the first condition here students, by the first condition says that Meena got 25 notes in all. And that means students here x plus y is equal to 25. And this one called it as the first equation that came from the first condition. So now here the next one condition students, that is by the second condition. Okay student. So the second condition says that Meena went to a bank to withdraw rupees 2000. So that means here students, she got the 50 rupee note and the 100 rupee note. That means here 50 rupee notes, that means 50x plus amount of the 100 rupee notes, that means 100y. And total amount will be 2000. Students 2000. This is the second one equation, but it can simplify. So I further simplify by dividing both the sides by 50. So here 50x upon 50 plus 100y upon 50 plus is equal to 2000 divided by 50. So here students, x plus 2y is equal to students here 40. So that is the second one equation. Okay, x plus y x plus 2y is equal to 40 is the second one equation. Now here students, by the elimination method, we have to solve it. So here I write down that elimination method. Elimination method. We can solve this by the elimination method. So I write down here elimination method. So now here x plus y is equal to 25. Here x, both are equal, same sign. So subtracting equation 1 and 2. So I write here subtracting equation 1 and 2. Equations 1 and 2. So the first one is x plus y is equal to 25, first equation, and the second one equation is that x plus 2y is equal to 40. So that means here subtraction, change the sign here, minus, 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 x minus x, 0. 1 minus 2y, that is minus 5, is equal to 25, minus 40, and that means here students, that means here minus 15. Okay students, and that means minus 5 is equal to minus 15, that means y is equal to 15. Therefore, y is equal to 15. Now here students, the next step is that put this value in equation 1. In equation 1. So here x plus y is equal to 25, and that means here students, x plus 15 is equal to 25. So x is equal to 25 minus 15 and x is equal to 10. Therefore, x is equal to 10. So now here we have the two values for the x and y student. So that is the final answer. Now we have to write the final answer, and the final answer is that here 10 are the, or we say the number of rupees 50 notes is equal to 10, and the number of rupees 100 notes is equal to 50. So here students, this is our final answer. Okay. Next one example students. A lending library has a fixed charge for the first 3 days and an addition charge for each day thereafter. Sarita paid rupees 27 for a book kept for 7 days, while Sushi paid rupees 21 for the book she kept for 5 days. Find the fixed charge and the charge for each extra day. Now here students, we have to first part, we have to solve that example by the assumption method. Okay, so now here students, the assumption part, we have to finding out the fixed charge and the charge for each extra day. That means this is our assumption. And so here I assume that let x be the fixed charge, and y be the charge for each day, Now here students, there is a condition, or in this example there are the two conditions, but here I say that there is a first condition, that by the given first condition says that Sarita, there is a person Sarita paid rupees 27 to the library, okay, and for 7 days she paid total amount rupees 27, okay, and that 27 we distribute this 7 days, that 3 days for 3 days and 4 days. Why we distribute that 3 days and 4 days? Because 3 days, for the first 3 days there is a fixed charge, and that fixed charge is x, and next 4 days, remaining days, that the 4 days there is a extra additional charge, and that is a y. So that means the amount will be 4y. So the total amount will be 27. As per this condition, we can write down the equation as x plus 4y is equal to 27, and call it as the first one equation, student. Okay, and then next person students, the next person is Sushi, and that is the second condition. So I write here by the second condition. So here I say by the given second condition, and it is for the Sushi. So Sushi paid that rupees 21 for 5 days, only for 5 days. So we distribute that 5 days as 3 days for the fixed charge, and the remaining 2 days, and that having the additional charge. So the additional charge will be y, so it will be 2y, and the fixed charge will be x, so it will be x plus 2y. So our equation will be x plus 2y is equal to total amount, that is a 21, and call it as the second one equation. Now here students, we have the two equations, we have to solve these two equations with the help of elimination method, because as per our instruction part. Okay, so here as per instruction we solve this equation with the help of elimination method. So for the elimination method, we have eliminate the one variable. So it is easy that we eliminate x, because x and x, here in the equation first there is a x, in the second equation there is x. By subtracting both the equation, it can be eliminated. So here we write that subtracting equations 1 and 2. Equations 1 and 2. Then here first one equation, x plus 4y is equal to 27 minus x plus 2y is equal to 21. Now changing the sign here, minus. X minus x, 0. 4 minus 2, that means plus 2y is equal to 27 minus 21, that will be 6. So further the next step will be 0 plus 2y, that means students 2y, which is equal to 6. So here y is equal to 6 upon 2. So y is equal to 3. Therefore y is equal to 3. Now here students put this value. Put this value in equation 1. In equation 1. So the equation 1 is x plus 4y is equal to 27. So here x plus 4 multiply 3 is equal to 27. So here x plus 12 is equal to 27. So x is equal to 27 minus 12. So that means x is equal to, students, 50. X is equal to 50. And therefore last our final answer, here our final answer will be, students, that the fixed charge, therefore the fixed charge is equal to rupees 50, and the charge for each day, is equal to rupees 3, So this way, students, this is our final answer. Okay, students, now this is our final answer, and we solve these two equations with the help of elimination method as per the given instructions. Now here, students, this is our last example. Now this exercise is completed. If now here, students, if you like our content, then you can subscribe our channel and you can share our videos to your friends.